Welcome, everybody. Eric Allard here at Tilson Homes. We are in beautiful Waxahachie, Texas. I know it's a little windy. We're going to head inside here in a minute, but I wanted you to be able to see the front elevation of our beautiful Fayetteville model. We are going Tilson live today. We are joined, as we are every week, by our executive producer, director of marketing, all things wonderful and beautiful, Dawn Dantzler. Say hello, Dawn.
Hi, everybody.
All right. And we're going to see Dawn in a little bit because she's actually in the study of the Fayetteville at the built-in desk area, like she's homeschooled. So that's great. So anyway, we're grateful Dawn is here in the great state of Texas with us. So this is beautiful. We are going to take a look at the Fayetteville, the model here in Waxahachie, Texas. We are open 7 days a week in Waxahachie, Texas, as all of our locations are, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6, Sundays, noon to 6. So we're here at the Fayetteville. I'm going to go start to head inside because it's loud outside, but I want y'all to be able to see the porch. So I'm going to spin the camera around here a little bit so that y'all can start seeing some of the beautiful things about this front porch. So for instance, this is a large front porch. It's over 12 feet deep here on the front of this home. So you see plenty of seating area. We've got this beautiful stone wainscoting with board and bat hardy plank, large cedar headers, and we have a product that's called Real Soffit, which is a wood kind of V-groove beadboard ceiling that we've done, which is a beautiful, beautiful ceiling treatment. Again, we're here live at the Fayetteville model home in Waxahachie, Texas. You see this gorgeous stone water table that we do with this big, beautiful pieces of stone. Gorgeous 8-foot tall entry door. We happen to have a knotty alder wrought iron door. So we're gonna head inside. But there's the view from your front porch. Could you imagine this is your acreage minus I-35, of course. We'll talk about that here in just a second of what a significant difference the insulation on this home makes. So let's head inside. You guys ask all of your questions. Dawn will be monitoring the chat for us, as she does every time, to answer all of your questions, anything built on your lot, anything custom home related, anything customization related, and we'll be glad to answer that. Of course, we are live in a model, so we don't have access to all the usual pricing information that we have, but we will answer to the best of our abilities everything we can. So as you enter the Fayetteville, we're here in the foyer, and you can see it kind of opens up here to what we have set up as a formal dining room, but it's really just one large eating area. So kind of an eat-in kitchen. A lot of folks are not really after a formal dining, so we have it set up like a formal dining, but it is the eating area here. There's obviously plenty of space to do the table this way. You could fit an 8 or 10 person table there without a problem for the holidays. So, and also immediately on the foyer is entry closet, but we've made available the access under the staircase. So this home does have the bonus room option. So there's a bonus room and a theater room upstairs. We'll check those out here in a little bit. You can build the home with or without the bonus and theater room. The elevation we have here, of course, like we said, is the board and bat siding with stone wainscoting. We do have the 2-car side attached garage to it and the bonus and theater room. So again, we're in the Fayetteville model home in Waxahachie, Texas. Ask any questions you like. So as you step into the family room, you know, it's a nice tall 10-foot ceiling because the bonus room is up there, of course. So if you didn't have the bonus room, you could do one of those cathedral ceilings that goes through there if you wanted. But we have these beautiful 6x6 fixed plate glass windows that let all that natural light pour in. You have a beautiful view of your back acreage and watch the kiddos play and swing on the tire swings and just hanging out. We do have a fireplace here. We've opted for in the model home. So we've got kind of a stone surround and a nice big beautiful cedar mantle. We do have some beautiful luxury vinyl plank flooring that we've opted for. And the kitchen is just absolutely stunning. So you've got some beautiful deco tile we've gone with on the backsplash. It does, of course, come with the Frigidaire appliances. And probably the most popular feature of this home has got to be this island. So I want to go around and show you the size of it. I mean, this is over 8 feet long, a good 4 feet wide, just a large workspace, nice and open to the family room, nice and centered up on that fireplace, ceiling fans, TV. So you have the ball game going. Everybody's still enjoying one another's company. We've got a single bowl undermount stainless steel sink. Of course, we have some customers that opt for a farmhouse style sink. If you want to do that, we certainly can. Want to show you guys the full extension drawers that we install in all of our homes. So if you ever get,
I love these.
I know, right? So most of the time they stop kind of right there, and you got the stuff you can't get to in there. So we've opted in all of our kitchens, all of the drawers are standard full extension drawer glides, which is really, really, really beautiful. Anyway, ask any of the questions that you want. We'd love to hear where you're watching us from today, if you want to share that with us.
Hey, Eric, we actually have a few questions already.
Well, let's do this. Let me see if I can. We're using a new platform here, so let me check this out. All right.
All right. So Kimberly is asking if we can put that front porch on the driftwood.
That front porch on the driftwood, it wouldn't probably not as deep as it is on the one here, but we can do that. Now, the driftwood, of course, has the garage coming out the front as well. So we probably couldn't come as far out with that because you wouldn't be able to get that car in. Obviously, if you move the overhead doors on that garage to the outside, which would be, I guess, the right side if you're looking to play on the internet. Trying to get myself a level here. We could absolutely bring the porch out a little bit further, but the way that house is done now, if you were to come out as far as this porch is done, it would encroach upon where those overhead doors are on the garage. So we'd want to be sure that we move those doors to the other side of the home before we could do that. But other than that, yeah, we can do. Now, of course, the driftwood has a much larger porch on the back of the home, and we'll check out the one here in the Fayetteville here in just a little while. But great question. Thanks for asking. Thanks for watching.
Great. And then Vanessa is asking, you mentioned that you couldn't do the vaulted ceilings if you put the bonus room on the Fayetteville. Is there an option to make it slightly taller than it is now?
Oh, sure.
And still have that bonus room?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, we could bump it up to probably 11 or 12 foot tall ceiling and still have that bonus room up there. The bonus room may get a hair smaller, or you may have more of a sloped ceiling on the back side of that bonus room. But yes, we could make the ceiling taller in there.
Okay, perfect.
Great.
Kelly's just letting us know that the Fayetteville is one of her favorite homes.
Oh, well, great, Kelly. Glad you're watching. Us too. We like it so much we built it as a model.
Absolutely. And then Vanessa is asking what countertops those are.
Oh, that is a great question. I'm so glad Dawn is on.
Yes, I will look that up for you,
Look
Vanessa,
that up and we'll find that out. Yeah.
Maria is saying she's actually been here for one of our seminars, so she's seen it in person.
Well, we're so great. We're hoping to be able to start those back up again in the not too distant future. So
awesome. And Kelsey jumped in for me on Facebook and gave Vanessa the information. It is a level 2 granite called Typhoon Bordeaux.
Typhoon Bordeaux. Yeah.
Perfect.
Beautiful color.
Well, that is all of our questions for now.
Awesome. So we're going to continue the tour. We're here in the kitchen, of course, like I said, and we're going to move on into the. I want to go.
Wait, Vanessa has another one. She wants to know, while you were standing there in the kitchen, can you please show the inside of the tall cabinet beside the oven?
I can, yeah. Thanks for asking. So let me slowly move over there so it doesn't look too Blair Witch Project-ish. We don't own the music to that. Obligatory. So yeah, you've got actually two. It's called what we call a tall utility cabinet. It actually has 2 separate doors. So we've got, and the shelving is adjustable for the lower and the upper as well. So and it is a full 2 feet deep. So it goes way back in here because it's the same depth as of course, the oven cabinet. So a lot of storage there. Some people could use it actually as a pantry. We're going to show you here in just a little bit. This one actually has a walk-in pantry, but a lot of storage there as well as above. So plenty of room for cookie sheets and mixers and all that kind of good stuff.
Very nice.
Above there as well. And what I really like it, so we got we opted for a 36-inch wide cooktop here. We have electric one, of course. If you have gas, we can do gas. But you've got these massive drawers that are super deep. So you a lot of pots and pans and storage, that kind of stuff in both of these, which is really nice. So just a really, really pretty and useful. All right, so this is where the refrigerator, and again, this is the really large eating area, plenty of space in there. And now we're going to ease into one of my favorite parts of the house. Is this home actually comes with a butler's pantry. So there's that Typhoon Bordeaux granite again. So great little prep area. If you have the family over for the holidays, you've got kind of a way to put a buffet up, or kind of a place to put things while you're prepping them. Great place to toss your groceries while you're putting them away in the actual walk-in pantry.
It's also a good place to do a coffee bar if you don't want your coffee maker out in your main kitchen.
For sure. Yeah, that's a great point. A lot of people don't want to clutter up the island or the counter with their coffee maker. So yeah, that's a great. It's kind of over here. It's kind of out of sight. Plug into that outlet there and have it sitting right here. And again, the walk-in pantry here, which is really, really nice. So they got 3 walls of shelves in the pantry of the Fayetteville. And again, that's addition to the butler's pantry we have here, which is in addition to the large tall cabinet beside the oven. So tremendous amount of storage in the Fayetteville. And again, a great place to drop the groceries off, because this is the way you come when you're coming from the garage. So we'll show the utility room here in a second, but I did want to get a quick shot of the garage. So this is a Tilson size 2-car garage, which is 22 by 22, actually a little bigger than that in this home. It's about 25 by 22. And then as you come in, we have a lot of storage in this utility room. Again, with most of our customers living out in the country, long trips to the store. So your washer and dryer would go here. You've got room for a freezer right over there, or even on this wall as well. And all that upper cabinet across there. Look at that. And a place here. Now we've got customers that opt to put a sink in here as well. They want a utility sink, wash the little dogs or the little babies. And of course, a dryer vent that goes all the way out of the house.
Hey, Eric, Michael has a question about the garage, asking if there's an option to add a 3rd bay.
Oh my goodness, yes. That's a great question, Michael. So yeah, on the garage, it would still be here, and then the 3rd bay would actually go back this way. So we would add another 12 or 14 feet on, and you'd have a 3rd bay right back there. Great question. You also have a personnel door on this particular model going outside to the back of the home. Great question. And then you got a half bath as you come in. So really, really designed and laid out for good country living. The garage, the utility room, the half bath, the butler's pantry, just a real nice natural flow. Now we're going to head towards the master bedroom. Dawn, any other questions that we need to tackle?
The only other question that we have is from Nicholas. He's asking, when we do a vaulted ceiling, can we put crown molding up?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yep. We have folks that do crown molding. So this house here actually has crown, showing it there. And we have some folks that opt to do cedar, some type of cedar like 1x4, 1x6, but actually up around there. I think our driftwood actually has that done that way. So you could check that model.
And then Vanessa is asking, back in that utility space, is it possible to do pocket doors coming out of the utility and the powder bath?
You can. Yeah. Yeah. You can do. Let me go double check. Bear with me while I head that way. So let's go double check. I want to make sure there's no, it could be kind of a tight fit here on the half bath, because we do have to have an outlet and switches, which you see here. So you can't really have a pocket door going that way because these switches.
We got some wires.
Yep, and that outlet are recessed into the wall there. Now, this outlet probably could move over here, but and I guess if you did the pocket door, we might could put the switches on this wall, but not to say it couldn't be done, but we want to put a lot of thought into that. And then the utility, yeah, I don't really see why you couldn't. We would have to definitely move the switches here and put them on this wall.
It kind of looks like you couldn't do both, because if you had a pocket door on that utility room, you wouldn't have anywhere to put the switch for the powder,
That's a great point. Yeah.
The way that switch is, it's going to make it difficult.
Great point. I don't think I showed folks all the seating that's at this island either, which is really nice. So.
It's very nice. Jennifer is asking if all of our garages come drywalled and painted.
Oh, they absolutely do. Yeah. We, unlike most builders, we do. We sheetrock, tape, float, texture, and paint, and even trim the garages. So it's going to have baseboard, which a lot of garages don't, oddly enough. Of course, it'll have the same door casing on the door that's coming out of the house into the garage. And It'll have baseboard, of course, be sheetrock, tape floated, textured, and painted. It's finished. Yeah.
Very nice.
Great question. And great attention to detail, by the way.
I know. Joss is asking right now, what is the turnaround time on finishing building a home?
So from the time, well, actually, Dawn can answer that question.
I can. So right now, from the time that you're signing a contract, you're looking at around 12 to 14 months, just depending. We wanted to allow some extra time just with everything that's going on right now, just make sure that we're not over-promising. But, we're obviously going to try to do it faster if we can, because we don't get paid till we're done. And depending on how buttoned up you are in your paperwork, we can sometimes make that go a little bit faster, but we're quoting 12 to 14 months right now.
Yeah, and we actively have customers who are finishing faster than that, close to the 10-month range. So, but again, it has a lot to do with how prepared you, the landowner, are and moving forward. And depends on where your land is and kind of the different municipalities and entities and permitting that go on. It varies quite a bit across the state, but yeah, the customer is a big variable in that. So, great question. Thanks for asking. Shall we go into the master?
One more question real quick. Teresa is asking about the windows in the living room. Can she change that to a seamless sliding door instead?
Okay, so we have had customers that put a sliding door in here, kind of one of those that almost goes like into the wall over here. Now, of course, you need bigger walls, so it wouldn't be as open of a space. But yeah, I mean, Pella, I think, makes one that does that. They are not inexpensive, but it can be done. That we could put a sliding door through there. We'd really need to get some more specific details. If it's something that you had in mind, you can let us know, and we can check that out. But yeah, we've done it before. If we did that, I'd probably want to have extend the covered porch over so that is covered. Don't really like having a door like that that's exposed, as you see where these windows are, which while we have them this way, there's not a, to let all that light in, we don't have a covered porch over them. So I'd want to extend that porch over so that those doors are protected.
Very good thing to think about.
Cool. Well, the master suite of this, of course, it's split, but front to back. So in other words, there's no common walls between any of the bedrooms. But you go into the master, it's a really, really large space. Plenty of room. We have, of course, king-size furniture in here. So we got a big king-size bed with big headboard, large nightstands that you can see there's plenty of space on both sides still. So this is just a really large space, soaring 12-foot coffered ceiling in here. Dresser, lots of space over here. We got folks that put a chair over here, lamp. And then and this is probably the most got.
We've lost you a little bit, Eric.
Yeah, I noticed. See if I can get back. You back yet?
You are back. Yes.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. We're trying a different format with mobile to see. So I'll have Dawn monitor and make sure that I don't drop again, because I really want to be able to show you this master bathroom. I'll move slowly. We have a nice, beautiful deck-mounted tub here with that Typhoon Bordeaux granite on the tub deck. And a beautiful, now this is how we do our showers in all of our homes with respect to the semi-frameless. So you've got frame at the top and then no frame between where the glass comes together. We also offer full frameless if you're more interested in doing that. But I want to be able to show how we drop the slab of our showers. You'll see right down here, we actually drop the foundation. So you step down into the shower. So water's not splashing out, or you have to worry about, none of those ugly white acrylic or fiberglass pans. Got a nice little seat there for storage or shaving legs or whatever you need that for. It's a beautiful 12 by 24 tile. You got a water closet in here, complete with a cabinet, your robe hooks, towel bars. I do want to be able to show lots of vanity space. Beautiful cabinetry. You have a big laundry hamper cabinet, so about the same size as that utility cabinet. Again, you got all the shelving. It's adjustable through there, and a place to put your dirty clothes. So, and then the crown jewel of the master suite is this massive walk-in closet.
This is one of my favorites.
So lots of storage here for Dawn, all your expensive purses and shoes and that kind of good stuff. Lots and lots of shelving, plenty of storage, tall ceilings. Of course, has its own AC vent, LED lighting. So just a really nice space. Here's the shelf for the husband. There you are. You get that
That's
space.
his closet.
That's right. Everything else belongs to the significant other. So enjoy that. We'll be back out of the master. I do want to show the spare bedrooms as we get back out here. Again, you know, back out of your own private space, your suite back there, the owner's retreat, you step into a really beautiful view here. Just a really pretty house. Now, there's 3 other bedrooms that we have it set up. We have some customers that opt to make this one a study. We'll hop in here first. So some folks open this up to the foyer and make this a study, or these days a kids school room area. But nice big tall ceilings because of this elevation. Big walk-in closet, even for the spare bedroom for the kiddos' room, complete with 5 shelves. Pretty view of that front porch. You notice how quiet it is in here as well, and we are right next to I-35. And this home, of course, is built with spray foam because we're up here in Waxahachie, climate zone 3. So just want to point out how quiet it is inside here. This is one of the other spare bedrooms. Again, complete with lots and lots of shelving. Kids, important to have their little retreat these days. And then finally, we have the 4th bedroom that we have set up back here. And again, the other side of that wall is not the master bedroom, it's the master bathroom. So there would be no noise transfer back and forth from this bedroom to the master or vice versa. And as we come out of here, we're going to get to go say hi to Dawn. We're going to come up the stairs again. We've opted for the bonus and theater space. You guys keep putting your questions in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. Help you any way we can. We got some beautiful pictures of the Ellis County Courthouse in Greater Waxahachie, Old Main Street in downtown. As we come up immediately into this nice, big, beautiful bonus space, we have it set up as truly a game room. So we got a pool table here, a couple of card tables, some more nostalgic photos. We've got a piece of artwork here. We have some folks that opt to put a television there. You got some windows up here that look out onto your land. See if we can see our cows and our donkey today. I think it's too cold. They're hanging out down the creek bottom. Way down there where they're hanging. And also part of the upstairs, when you add on this elevation, is a theater room in addition to the bonus room. Now we have some folks that leave it like this. Some folks have it as a craft room, sewing room. There's all different kinds of things you can do with this space. And what's really nice about this home and some of the other 2 stories we have is your attic access is actually a full-size door. So it does lock, so you have to worry about your little ones getting into there. But you have nice, easy access to all of your attic. Then as we head across the bonus room, again, more attic access here. So a full-size door in your attic. You do have a programmable thermostat that's upstairs to control the AC up here. And a nice half bath, which there is actually an option to make it a 3/4 bath by adding a shower through here. So we can do that. And then one of my favorite parts of the house, not just because of who's here, but so Dawn's here. Say hi, Dawn. Wait, everybody. She's actually using the desk to do work. She's working from home, not her home, but working from home.
I'm homeschooling.
And she's homeschooling. So we have a beautiful storage right here, which is super nice. So there's no reason to all the kids have their clutter out. And then check this view out. So you can see way off in the distance there is the Ellis County Courthouse. Beautiful red, white, and blue, both American and Texas flags. Again, we're here in Waxahachie at the Fayetteville model home in Waxahachie, Texas. We've got some sales training going on inside. All right, Don, we'll go to the back porch. If you got any questions, I'd be glad to answer any questions that we have. And if not, we can just keep going out to the back porch, helping you folks any way you can. Again, all of our offices are open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Sundays from noon to 6.
All right, we do have a couple questions.
Okay, well, let's hear about it.
So Michael is asking, do we provide any assistance with land surveying and support when purchasing?
Okay, land surveying. So first of all, yes, we definitely have surveyors that we've worked with over the years. We know the work that they do in pretty well all the counties in which we operate. So yeah, we could absolutely help set you up with a surveyor for the property. We can also certainly tell you whether we refer them to you or not, exactly what is going to be needed. So you'd want a boundary survey with the corner pins located and all easements shown. So the boundary survey tells you one thing. It tells you where the actual boundaries of the land are, the corners, because fences are almost never correct. They're usually the path of least resistance. So a registered professional land surveyor, RPLS, they're licensed by the state of Texas, and they'll actually flag the corners. But more importantly than that, on the survey, you really need to have all the easements and setbacks and those things shown. So, if the restrictions say no buildings within 25 feet of the side and rear property lines, you can't build within 75 or 100 feet of the front property line. Those are what's known as setbacks. So having those drawn on the survey like a dotted line is very, very helpful. And then if there are, of course, any easements, any aerial easements, pipeline easements, utility easements, drainage easements, those all need to be shown. They're all recorded at the courthouse. And so a surveyor can use the title commitment from the title company to prepare that survey, typically the Schedule B, and they will put all of those things on the survey so you can visibly see exactly where the aerial easement goes or utility easement goes, because those are things that you can't build over. You can't build over. They're still your property, and you can still use the surface, but you can't build permanent structure over those setback lines, building lines, and easements. And then there was a part of that, land surveying and support. Yeah, certainly bring us the deed restrictions, bring us the title commitment. We'd be happy to look those over beforehand. We're trying to get back to a point where we can potentially come out and look at the land maybe before you purchase it. We're getting very close to being able to do that. And guys, we have a special guest. This is Hunter Sonnen, VP of Sales for this area. Everybody, hello. Say hello, Hunter.
Hi, everybody.
He means it. Hunter's brought us a very top secret key. Okay. I'm gonna go see. He's gonna go unlock. We got something really special to show you guys for the folks that are still tuned in. While he does that, okay. So we got that question answered. Yes, we will come out and support you. We're getting closer. Getting our stakeout team has been working feverishly to get caught up so that we can come back out and do that some more. So.
Great. Jennifer is asking if we can put a garage floor coating in the garages.
We have gotten pricing to do that before. We've done it for a few customers. We find that a lot of customers want to be in first, get it closed and get that done. But yeah, we have certainly got that priced out before.
Okay. Martina is asking if the pillar by the dining space can be removed, or is that load bearing?
So it's currently set up as load bearing. She's talking about this here. It's actually a little bit deceiving because it's actually a wall. It's not really a pillar. It looks like a pillar from here, but yeah, it's an actual wall. Now that's not to say that we couldn't run a laminated, a Versalam beam of some sort from there all the way to there to carry the load, but you're carrying the load of not just this ceiling, but also the second floor. So we definitely want to have an engineer take a look at that, but not to say it couldn't be done. Bye, Hunter.
Yeah, I think I'm sitting on that wall right now.
Neighborhood. It really is.
I think I'm sitting on that wall right now, so we definitely.
Yeah. Dawn is sitting up there right this second, so we don't want to remove it right now, but not to say that it couldn't be done. But we want an engineer to check that out. Great question. Thanks for asking.
Great. Tina is asking if that secondary bathroom can be expanded.
Second bathroom expanded. Well, it can. We probably need to add. Let me flip the camera around to that. We probably need to add a little bit of footage to get that to work properly. So let's take a look at that in there. So on this one here, we could either encroach into the bedroom a little bit that way, but we probably end up doing is move that bedroom wall out so that we can move this wall, which is where the tub and shower is, this way. Yeah, I'm not sure how you want it expanded. If you wanted it to be, what I didn't show a good job of in here.
Yeah, I was going to say, Vanessa's actually asking about those cabinets and if they're as deep as the ones
so
in the master.
Into the bathroom, you got, so maybe, we could certainly expand a little bit where you had 2 sinks instead of 1. Get the tub shower combo, beautiful custom tile and shelves, all that kind of good stuff. And then, yeah, we have a massive laundry hamper utility cabinet. So you've got lots of storage there for your towels, washcloths, sheets, all that kind of good stuff. And then again, no excuse for the kiddos not to have their dirty clothes thrown into a hamper that can be easily accessed from right down here. And of course, this is how we have it set up. If you'd rather have shelves instead, that's no issue at all. So,
okay.
Great question.
And then Vanessa's asking if we can add a window into the theater room so that she can turn it into a craft room.
So what we need to do is probably put a dormer up there. We need to get access to an exterior wall. Currently, the way it's set up, why it makes such a great theater room, is that it does not have access to an exterior wall. So we'd have to put a dormer in, which we can do. That'll give us some light here. So you're looking at the floor plan here, and it's sitting kind of right on top of this area. So we could do a dormer out this way over that back covered porch, or maybe a dormer on the front here that would be on the front of this. So we'd have to open it up to the storage so that you could have a dormer here, kind of like this one is done, and you have some light going into there, because this way is the garage.
Makes sense. Taylor is asking how long that kitchen island is.
I think it's about 8 feet. I don't have, it's at least 8 feet long. So maybe Don could look at the work copy while we're hanging around looking at it. But I mean, to be able to fit 4 bar stools, it's actually probably over 8 feet long. Now that I look at it,
okay.
It may be closer to 9, but it's big.
All right. Jackie is asking on the theater room. She'd like to turn it into a 5th bedroom. So I guess we could accomplish that same thing with we need to put a window in.
Yeah, we would definitely need to get a window for a bedroom. We have to get a window for egress. So we could get one on the back or on the side. And then, yeah, I mean, other than that, we just would have a single door instead of double. And we've had customers that will turn part of it into a bathroom instead.
Teresa's also asking about an extra bedroom upstairs. Is the theater room really the only spot we could do that, or could we add one somewhere else?
We could probably get drafting to help us with that, but because you might have some attic space over here, you would lose some of the bonus space. But yeah, it wouldn't be you could probably do here. We're trying to avoid having anything over the master suite.
Right.
So that was the goal there. You figured this is the back of the family room, and off of here would be the master. We were trying to avoid having little ones running around on top of the master.
Okay. Daniela is asking how tall the ceiling is in the kitchen and living room.
It's 10 feet.
Okay, great. Vanessa's asking in the entry foyer if she wants that wall by the dining table to be closed. Can it be all flushers? Okay, so we can close that in for you.
Yeah, close that in there.
Let's see. Don Taylor is asking for an opinion on a survey. He's asking if $900 seems like a typical charge for a survey. Looking for some advice since he doesn't do it all the time.
That actually sounds pretty inexpensive. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good deal, Don. Honestly, right now.
All right. Great. Vanessa is asking if she wants a 5.5-inch slab instead of a 4-inch slab. Is that possible?
I guess it's possible. I don't think I've ever had that request before. We could certainly ask an engineer to look at it. We'd want the engineer's input. If the engineer sees value in doing something like that, then we'd certainly look at it. I've not, in 20 years, I've not been involved in doing one like that. That part of the slab isn't really supporting anything. So this part here that you're looking at, This is just what's known as the cap. So the real load-bearing work is done.
Eric, we lost you.
In the beam. Back.
Come on back. Eric's coming back. I can hear him downstairs. Everybody? Hey, everybody. We seem to have lost Eric, so we'll just wait for him to reconnect for a minute. And let me see if I can answer any of these questions on my own. Let's see what we've got here. All right, Eric is back. Or no, we've lost him again. We seem to both be lost.
I'll go answer him up there.
All right, he's going to try to come up here with me. Looks like my connection is not doing all that great either. Let's see if I can switch.
We'll do it this way.
All right, is everybody still with us?
All right, so back to the 5.5-inch slab question. Again, the part of the slab that does all the work, the load bearing, are those beams that are in between about every 11 to 13 feet, depending on the design of the engineer, that go down 30 inches, 36, 42 inches into the ground. The cap portion is not really bearing much of the load. It kind of just getting working surface to work on. So it is possible to go, I know it's a long answer, to go from a 4-inch to 5.5-inch, but it can be done.
We're going to see. Hold on, guys. My connection is not great. All right, so Vanessa is building this home, and she says that the kitchen island is 9 by 4. Yeah. So Taylor is building one that's going to be 10.5 feet. Do we think that that will fit 5 bar stools?
Yep.
All right. Juan is curious with the S price on the model as is. I'm going to say let's get in touch with the design consultant on that because we don't have access to pricing right now since we're actually in the model.
Yeah.
Vanessa's curious if we can have 2 balusters instead of 3 on the kitchen island.
Not at that length. No, we really need that middle one to help support the weight of that granite slab.
All right. Tina is saying their land is sloping. Is it possible to build the ground up so there's not a huge amount of foundation showing in the back of the house?
We can do it one of 2 ways. It's done with a dirt pad from some, and again, forgive me, Tina, I don't know exactly where you're building. We do vary things throughout the state of Texas. We build those, we do the site prep in different ways. But we can do it like that, or once the slab is actually poured, even though there's a lot exposed, we can perhaps find out what it might cost to bring in some more select backfill against that slab so that you have that nice gentle slope coming off the slab. Great question, though, Tina. Thanks for asking.
Great. On our website, it allows a cathedral ceiling and an upstairs to be added to the Fayetteville. Is that so?
Well, I mean, if we probably take a look at it and see. I'm trying to think how that would work on this elevation. So
it might be on the other elevations that it's possible. I'm not really sure on this.
Sure about the D elevation. Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably don't want to get off this page and open up the website.
No, I don't. Sorry, guys. I'm on my laptop.
Fair enough.
All righty. Does anybody else have any questions that we can answer?
We would love to answer. Thanks for bearing with us on this one. We know it was a little bit more ad hoc. We're grateful for the involvement that you had. And of course, we're open 7 days a week. All of our locations. We'd love for you to see us on our Facebook page, our Instagram page, YouTube channel. We got a lot of really, really informative videos there. The website, tilsonhome.com, tons of information there. You can go there, set up an appointment, virtual, in person, whatever you want to do, we can help you with that. And of course, all the locations, we'd love to have you out to visit. We have safety precautions. We've got sanitizer. We can easily distance. We have masks. So we'd love to help you guys out any way that we can. with anything to do with building on your land. What else?
We got a couple more questions.
Oh,
Christian is asking if he can go with rebar instead of cable. Is that doable, and is it a big price difference?
You can. You're not really gaining anything. I'd really recommend against it, simply because you're not taking advantage of the compression strength of the concrete and going with rebar. That's why we quit doing it that way. But we have, in the last probably 8 years, I've seen us have one customer that opted to go ahead and go through with that. And yes, it is a significant price difference on top of what the post tension would cost, simply because engineers are really trying to veer away from it. So they end up throwing a significant amount of steel at it because they don't like doing it.
These off.
Oh, you're good.
And then
those are like a mask. They're keeping you safe.
I know, right? And then Vanessa's asking if the upstairs and the actual stairs can be LVP.
So the upstairs can be LVP. The stairs, it depends on the product. There are a few, not every single one of our LVPs can be used on stairs, and because they don't make a piece for the end, for the treads.
Yeah, the pretty little rounded piece.
That's right. But there are some, I think there may be 1 or 2 of our LVPs that can be used on the stair treads. So get back in touch with the design center and have them ask our estimating department. We'll get a hold of Adam or Justin Rich, one of those guys, and we can absolutely find out which one specifically can be used on the stair treads. Yeah,
and if you're flexible on which, it could just be that, the ones you picked, it's not available. So are you flexible on changing your color or your selection?
That's right.
Crystal just wants everybody to know they use Shelly here at Waxahachie, and she's so sweet and helpful. We will definitely tell her that the Tidwells say hello.
Of course.
And then Vanessa saying, upstairs we mentioned making it a 3/4 bath. Where would the shower go?
So it actually goes on the wall that's adjacent to the back of the attic there. It'll go there and work just fine.
All right, perfect.
I'm trying to show that.
All right, Eric's going to see if he can reconnect his phone. I'm going to
do
do last call for questions, but we'll let him show that. I'm going to go back to headphones so that I can make sure he's there. All right, Eric, you're on.
Okay, we're going to try one more time. I really want to be able to show you guys really what's beyond the walls here a little bit. So those of you hung in with us, we really appreciate that. Sorry for the technical difficulties. But we really want to be able to show you what it looks like inside of a spray foam attic. So here we are going into the attic of the Fayetteville model home. So whoever asked about the shower, it would actually go here. So this would come out a little further there, and you would have a shower right here, because there's the half bath right in there. So the shower would be here. Again, there's that beautiful spray foam that really seals the house up nice. So we have plenty of space here to walk around. It's super quiet in here. It's comfortable in here because it's somewhat climatized. And you can see, of course, we have a dehumidifier in here, which we have to put in all of our spray foam homes to get the humidity out. We've got the drain pan here. We've got access where we're able to put bleach in there and kind of clear this drain line out, which is part of homeowner maintenance. We show you how to do all that. There's the drain pan that captures the condensation. Not this time of year, obviously, but when it's nice and hot outside. But yeah, you can see, just a significant amount of technology that goes into the HVAC systems these days. We've got electronic dampers on these because this happens to have a fresh air intake and the dehumidifier. But we get a lot of folks that'll ask us if they can have their AC equipment downstairs, like in a living area, and like it used to be back in the good old days. And you can just see from this how much ductwork and equipment goes into, and you would have to dedicate a significant amount of space, about a 6 foot by 6 foot area, somewhere downstairs in your living area to be able to do that. There's our gas fireplace. There's the chimney coming up and goes all the way out. But really just want to be able to show you guys the spray foam and how that looks, how the finish is done. Of course, all of our framing is stick built. We don't use any kind of trusses or prefab. Everything is cut on site and built right here. So that is the attic of the Fayetteville. Any other questions pop up while we were doing that at all, Dawn?
We have a couple. Jesse is asking if he wants to build a shop, can we pour the slab for the metal building?
We've had that. We have done that in the past. So we need to see kind of what size it's going to be. And and where it's going to be done, because that kind of does dictate how we can do that. But yes, we've done that before.
Great. And Vanessa is just thanking us for answering all of her questions. And she
thanks
is
for that.
afraid.
Thanks for bearing with us. We really appreciate it.
We do. And you are not being a Karen. She's referring to them as her Karen questions. You are not being a Karen. You're asking good questions.
I mean, we love all Karens as well. I have good friends named Karen, matter of fact.
Eric doesn't understand the meme. Sorry, Vanessa.
Oh, I get it.
And then Martina is asking us how our homes are named. So actually, we, for a long time, we're just going with different counties in Texas. And now we're kind of in the process of reorganizing all of our home plans. So they are into series where they all have kind of common features among them. So in that case, all of our like newer Heritage Series homes are actually named after some of the historic battles during the Texas War for Independence. And the one that we're working on right now is actually named after different bodies of water in Texas. So we just kind of pick a theme and run with it.
We'll take suggestions.
And then Teresa's asking if we could do a walkthrough of Preston. So we'll have to find a customer home to do for.
Yeah.
And then Vanessa is curious, the bonus room ceiling, can you show her real quick how it might be affected if she wanted to do a higher ceiling in the living room? Because you mentioned that the ceiling up here might need to be a little bit sloped.
Yeah, you'd have a slope behind me here. So this would have to slope down. But it's an 8-foot ceiling in here. But if we did that, we'd have to put the floor up some and move this part of the ceiling up, which we'd have to have a slope back here. Otherwise, what's happening is we become taller than the front of the house. So then if you look at the front of the house, you would have like this kind of weird shingle hip thing coming up, and it would just look a little strange. So we'd want to slope the ceiling back so that we don't have to take the front of the ceiling too high up.
Martita's asking, when a plan doesn't have 4 elevations, can the elevation be altered?
Dawn, what say you?
So actually, any of our elevations can be altered. It's probably the easiest part of the house to change. So whatever it is you had in mind, just come on in, talk to a design consultant, and we can make it look however you like within, reason and engineering, physics, and building code, and all that good stuff. And
that's right.
That is it. That is all of our questions.
Well, we are absolutely grateful for each and every one of you, and we're so thankful that you watched, and we hope you got some information out of this. Thank you, Dawn, for machining and just powering through the. Yeah, you did great. So thank y'all so much for watching. Again, reach out to us via our YouTube, all our different channels. We got YouTube, we got Facebook, Instagram, our website, which is a great source of information. Tons of very, very helpful information that Dawn's put on there. All of our design centers, we'd love to see you come tour our model homes. That's why we built them, for you, not for us. So until next time, we hope to soon make you part of the Tilson family. Bye, everybody.